Change is crazy. Yeah. Change is crazy. Yeah. I will always love you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am happy to be here with you today. My name is Tatiana and I'm a mentor and business coach, and I love to inspire women to start the businesses they have been dreaming about. And I have been making these business videos every Tuesday, and so today's video is a little bit different because I had a whole different plan for this week for my content schedule, and with everything that took place last week, I felt like it just didn't really fit with the current just atmosphere of everything. And so I really wanted to address something that is a little bit more relevant, but also still very on topic with starting a business. And that is, well, first of all, let me backtrack. I put out an announcement last week that I wanted to work on my brand messaging and that I wanted to set up some free business coaching consultations with people. And so the calendar filled up. Thank you to all of you. I know some of you watch my videos. Thank you guys so much for helping me with it. You do not understand how golden it has been talking to you guys. I'm about halfway through the group of people that signed up, and there was this recurring theme that I've already been hearing of just, you know, there's so much stuff going on right now. Is this the appropriate time to launch? How can I not come off salesy? Should I wait? All of those different questions. And I think that it is such a good question to be asking. It's very important, and it really shows that you have a heart and that you are compassionate about what is going on around you. And we all know, I don't have to sit here and spell it out. We all know all of the stuff that is taking place right now, and that has been taking place for years. And even with this current pandemic, there's so much unrest right now. And so the excitement you might have had 6 months ago when you wanted to start your business has possibly died down with everything going on, and it might have even shied you away from wanting to get started. And so I wanted to just have this conversation with you guys really quickly while I'm waiting on my next call. Okay, I got a little bit of time here, about my thoughts of just what you should think about when you decide, okay, should I or should I not launch my business? Should I hold on? And then even I think that it's also very interesting for even people that are very seasoned and have had businesses for years. You know, they may be confused and just not sure how to navigate through this time. I think that no one really has a playbook for when this type of stuff happens. It's just more so that you kind of lead with what you feel is best. And so even the advice I'm going to give to you guys may not necessarily be what is best for you, but I'm going to try my best to relate it as much as possible. And so I know a lot of you all have hopes of starting your own stationery businesses, your own subscription boxes, your lifestyle products. I know some of you are starting beauty lines, and it's been cool to really get to interact even more through these sessions, because I'm just learning so much more about the wonderful women that watch my channel. So it's been just so good. But in that, I know that there is this whole just questioning of everything right now. And so back in March, actually at the beginning of the year, I sat down and I had an entire plan for what I wanted to do for the Stationary Muse. The year started off really good. I kicked it off with my Fear Model for Goals training, which was like a free thing. It's still available, that you could sign up for, and wanted to build my mailing list up. And so the year started off really good. And even, you know, with my box, that's been doing really well. And I just kind of felt like when March came, I took a trip to surprise my mom in Cleveland. And it was like when I left, I was excited to get back home because I had all this stuff that I wanted to do. And that week, I went to visit her the week after March 6th, because that's her birthday. That week literally shaped what is now what we're currently living in. So much changed from when I left my house to go to the airport with my daughter, get on that plane. At the time, you know, they were saying like to, you know, protect yourself and stuff, but it was like within that week it turned into a pandemic and all of this crazy stuff, fear, cases rising, etc. And so when I came back home, the excitement that I had died down, and it had actually turned into some very severe anxiety for me. I deal with panic attacks and things. Luckily, through therapy and just working on myself and kind of just getting more in tune with who I am, where I am, and all that stuff, I've been able to overcome the panic attacks and, knock on wood that they are gone for good. Thank God. But with all of that, it really made it hard for me to continue on with that plan that I had in place. And so I don't know if that you guys can relate to that situation. It may not even be business related. You may have had something that you had planned to do in your personal life for someone or for something that just, as things started to kind of shift and take a turn, it's just like, okay, stuff is just different now. Like, I don't feel as excited about this. It's not even going to happen now, or whatever the case is. And I think we all have kind of lost something during this time. And then with this last week, and I mean, this is something that has been going on for years, but within this last week, there was just so much pain and hurt and sadness. And I am not going to get into it too much here because this is not what my channel is about, in a sense of I want you guys to have a place to come here and be positive, but I also want to acknowledge what is going on. And I am I'm very hurt, but I also just haven't been able to really process and find the words. But I did just recently finish the Transformation Church sermon from this Sunday. Today is Sunday when I'm filming this, and I already feel lighter just from watching that. And so I really encourage you guys to, even if you aren't into church or whatever the case is, try to find something that can bring a little bit of positivity to you in this season, whatever that may be, whether it's educating yourself more or if it's just escaping to something that can just bring you just some joy, even if it's just for 10 minutes. I think that we all can use that, because the social media, the internet, all of that is a lot. But I say all of these things to say that because of this, I know I'm not the only one feeling this way, it really leaves this kind of weird feeling in your heart or whatever of like, okay, I had this business idea or I had this product I wanted to release. Like, is this the appropriate time? And so my question to you is, first of all, even before all of this stuff happened, did you have plans to provide value to people before you were making a sale? And I think that is the biggest thing above anything that may be going on around in the world. What can you provide to your target audience, your customer, the woman that you're selling to? Because I know majority of you guys, your target audience are women of, different types of backgrounds and things like that. But what value can you bring to those people? So that's the first question. Outside of selling, outside of pushing services, outside of any of that, what can you bring to the table that let somebody leave feeling like, wow, they really helped me do XYZ. Wow, they really uplifted me in this way. Wow, I really enjoy just seeing their personality. I love the motivation that they provide to me. How can I go support this person? And I think that is where sometimes people get a little bit confused with where you have to push things on people. You feel like you have to sell. And although, yes, you do have to sell because it's your business, you got to have some income, you have to have that. But at the same time, that's not everything, And that is why my video last week, when I talked about how you want to make sure that you're doing something that you love, even if there is not income coming. And that is simply because, to me anyway, in my personal opinion and in my experience with my own business, my own growing business, is that 90% of the time you should not be selling to people. You should be providing them with value, providing them with something that is going to enhance their lives, that will then make them interested to want to support you, and that will make them want to look further, subscribe, follow, purchase. So if you have something valuable to offer, it should be very easy to do that. And if you have a business that you are growing, the brand should be so powerful and so strong that that product is just such a minute piece of the movement that you are creating. So your product is very important. Don't get me wrong. It's very important. It's your whole premise of probably why you're getting started. But if you dig deeper and you think about the person that is going to be receiving that product, think about what are the different things you can do to provide for them. And so I really always to talk about that fear model for goals example, because it was something I created that was free. It's available. It's something that's helping me. I'm building my email list, but at the same time, it is providing a priceless value to people that are fearful of the things that they want to do in their lives. And I wanted it to be something like that, where people feel like, wow, she just gave me this really intense training. It's something that's going to enhance my life. It's going to make me better. And at the end of the day, there's still people that come and support and show up. And so I typically do like to show up more and show off my products and things, but I've toned that down a bit during this time, just because I don't ever want to come off insensitive. I don't ever want to make it feel like, wow, she's just trying to sell us something. But I feel like I am never going to not show up and bring the inspiration that I have to offer. And so my question to you, my challenge to you during this week is to, if you're thinking about launching a business, take a step back and think about, okay, what can I provide to my customer that is not my actual product, it's not a sale, but in fact, it's something so much richer that they can take away from this. And so that just really dives into who you're actually selling to. It dives into what are the principles of your business? You know, what do you stand on? What is the whole premise behind it? You know, I always say the Stationary Muse is to inspire women to go for what they want in their lives. So, you know, that's very broad. There's a lot of things I can do with that. And it just makes it very easy for me to continue to bring that motivational content. And that is really, to me, what I feel is best. So do I feel like it's a great time to launch? I do. I think that people need what you have to offer. And I think that if you do it in a way to where it's tasteful, where people don't feel like, okay, is she just trying to get my $10 or what? Like, you know, and that is where you may have to do a little bit of time to kind of nurture what you have and dig a little deeper beyond just the product to think about it. But I think right now is actually a great time to launch, because so many people are online. And so many people are looking for a voice to motivate them, to encourage them, and to just kind of help them navigate through the different parts of their lives. And if you fit in that piece of that puzzle, then, you know, wedge yourself in there. Start building up your social media content. Start building your email list. Get on YouTube, make videos, provide value to people. And I promise you that that will be the very first major step to getting the sale finally. And so I know that might be, you know, discouraging during this time and just trying to figure out how to navigate through it. It's just a weird and it's a strange time, but I don't want any of you guys to feel like your dreams can't continue to happen because of it. I think if anything, you just kind of shift it a little bit and you may look at it a little differently, but I don't think that you should not do it. So that's really my piece of advice. I wanted to just keep it short and sweet, but if you guys have any questions about any of that stuff down in the comments, leave it down below. And if you have not already, definitely subscribe to my channel. I make new videos like this every Tuesday. If you're all into the business, creative space, I'm gonna go right now. I have to actually get on that call, so I will see you guys very soon. Bye.